there's two things that really alarm me about this. One is that the targeted age, most of the users of these synthetic drugs are between the ages of 14 and 25. At least one survey recently says 1 in 9 high school students is using synthetic drugs. And then the results, which range, and I have a photograph which I'm going to share privately with you, but it's a picture of two young people who were actually died of an overdose from synthetic drugs, and the drugs were actually found there on the scene. And we've had those cases all over the United States. The second is that not only that, it's causing long-term psychotic depression or psychological damage to our young people. But the most alarming thing, and I want you to maybe comment on this first, is my understanding from that operation that the great majority of these funds being made, and we're talking about millions and millions of dollars, were being sent to terrorist organizations in Yemen and Lebanon. So I would ask you, first of all, we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars from the sale of synthetic drugs here in the United States being used to fund terrorism, our enemies. And of course, do you believe that synthetic drug proceeds are funding terrorist and extreme organizations, and is this a national security issue? And that would be my first question.
Yeah, sir, I agree with you. I recently attended a briefing on transnational criminal organizations that are engaged in billions in illegal narcotic activities. And we're beginning to see a connection between these organizations and terrorist organizations, where one is supporting the other. So I agree very much with that observation, and I agree very much with the national security concerns that we should all have in this regard.